The story of St. Peter's chains.
Subscribe to our channel to receive more content like this.
A long time ago, in the early days of the Christian church, there was a man named Peter. He was one of Jesus' closest friends, a fisherman turned preacher, and a bold voice spreading the message of love, forgiveness, and hope. But back then, it wasn't easy to follow Jesus. In fact, it could get you thrown in prison, or worse. And that's exactly what happened to Peter. Peter had been preaching in the city of Jerusalem, telling people about Jesus and how he rose from the dead. Crowds were starting to believe. That made the king of Judea, Herod Agrippa, very nervous. To Herod, Peter was a problem. So one day, Herod had Peter arrested, right during the Jewish festival of Passover, when the city was packed with people. Peter was thrown into a dark, cold prison with chains around his wrists. Not just that. Herod was so worried Peter might escape that he had 16 soldiers guard him. 2 of them were chained to Peter directly, and the rest were posted at every door. It looked like the end of the road, but Peter wasn't alone. His friends, the early church, were praying for him nonstop. Day and night they gathered in homes, asking God to rescue him. And then, something incredible happened. The night before Peter was supposed to go on trial, he was sleeping between 2 soldiers, chained up, surrounded, no way out. But then, suddenly, a bright light filled the prison cell. An angel of the Lord appeared and gently shook Peter awake. Angel said, "Quick, get up." And the chains? They just fell off Peter's wrists. No sound, no key. Just like that, he was free. The angel told him to get dressed, put on his sandals, his cloak, and follow him. Peter, still groggy, thought he was dreaming. He didn't know what was real, but they walked, right past the guards. The soldiers didn't move. The doors swung open. Not a soul stopped them. Finally, they came to the iron gate that led to the city. It opened all by itself. Peter stepped out. The angel vanished. And only then did Peter realize, this is real. God really did send an angel to rescue me. Peter didn't waste any time. He ran straight to the house of Mary, the mother of one of his friends, where the church was gathered and still praying for him. He knocked on the door. Inside, a servant girl named Rhoda came to see who it was. When she heard Peter's voice, she was so shocked, she ran back inside without even opening the door. Rhoda excitedly said, "It's Peter, he's at the door." But nobody believed her. A friend doubtfully said, "You're imagining things. Maybe it's his angel." But Peter kept knocking. Finally, they opened the door, and there he was, standing right in front of them. They were amazed. Peter told them everything. How the angel came, how the chains fell off, how God had rescued him from Herod. Then he left quietly to stay safe while the church kept spreading the good news. In the morning, the prison was in chaos. The guards were confused. No one knew what had happened or how Peter escaped. Herod searched everywhere but couldn't find him. And not long after, Herod himself died, struck down in his pride, while Peter and the church continued their mission. The story of St. Peter's chains is more than just an escape story. It's a story about faith, about God showing up when things seem impossible, and about the power of prayer. Peter was in the darkest place, chained up, surrounded with no way out. But God made a way, not through force or fighting, but through light, through peace, and through a miracle that nobody saw coming. And sometimes in our own lives, when we feel stuck or trapped by fear, by pain, by hopelessness, it can feel like there's no way forward. But the story reminds us we are not alone. God sees us. He hears the prayers whispered in the night. He moves even when we can't see it. Even in the darkest prison, light can break in. When people pray, chains can fall, not just iron chains, but the invisible ones too, like anxiety, shame, addiction, or doubt. And when they fall, we walk free into new beginnings, into hope, and into the kind of life only God can open up for us. Because sometimes the greatest miracle isn't just getting out of prison. It's realizing that God is with you, even there, and He has a way out.